Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it's only 5 minutes of Reiki, where a normal Reiki session with me is an hour long. This is just enough to give you a taste, a little temptation to decide if you might like to have more Reiki in your life. There are lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of things that Reiki can be used for. Excuse me. But for today, I'm setting the intention for whatever will benefit each of you the most as individuals the most. Plus, also, I'm adding in financial increase as well. Long-term financial increase, actually. Let's make that for today. So, yeah, after the micro session of Reiki, then we'll do 5 minutes of questions. And I am going to change things up a little bit. I am going to start saying that super chats are never demanded, but always appreciated. So let's start with the Reiki. I'm going to go ahead and start that off. And then if you have any questions about Reiki, this is a fabulous time to ask those. All right, so we're starting at 23 after the hour. That means we'll finish up at 28 after the hour. Gabby Sanchez, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you in the room. How are you, my dear? Thank you for the thumbs up. Do you have any questions about Reiki today? Seventh house tarot. Hey, hey. Hello. I can't see your picture very well. Are you Emily? I'm thinking you're Emily. I think that's what you changed your channel's name to. Gotta watch me, though. Okay, excellent. Yay. Glad you're here. Glad you're here, my dear. So you came in on a day when we're doing long-term financial increase plus whatever's for your highest and best good. Do you have any questions about Reiki today? I'd like to make this a place where people can come and find out information about Reiki while I'm doing the Reiki. 4 more minutes left, by the way, of the Reiki. Right? I've kind of started leaning towards doing that. Maybe the last month, I think I decided that coronavirus has hurt enough people in that area that it just needs to be an intention. At least for a little while. Thank you for the thumbs up. Best way is just relax, and if you want to acknowledge, I receive all the Reiki energy that is being sent to me. Or you can say I'm open and receptive to all the Reiki energy that is being sent to me. You don't even have to say it out loud. As long as you think that or acknowledge that in your mind, that's a perfect way to make sure that you're taking it all in. Really, as long as you set the intention to receive it, whatever you want to do to set that intention, that is perfect. How's work going for you? Are you back to work yet? Again? Every place seems to have different strategies for handling it. Oh, no. Are you doing lots of videos then? Getting your name out there, getting some readings at least? Gotcha. Two more minutes of Reiki. Anybody in the room have questions about Reiki? This is a great time to ask those. I'm happy to answer those. I know there's more of you in here that are not talking. That's totally okay. But if you have questions, feel free to throw them out there. Gotcha, seventh house. It's important to have that shadow work done and stay on top of yourself, especially if you're doing spiritual work. So basically, Gabby, do you know anything about how to set an intention? It's not really cool to answer a question with a question, but I kind of need to at this point to figure out how much I need to tell you here, how much I need to help you so that you can understand. Okay. So basically, the Reiki is pointed in whatever direction we want it to be through our intentions. So if you want to use the Reiki to help clear blockages so that you can move on from a connection, I think if I was setting that intention for myself, I would just ask the Reiki to help me to move on from that connection in the best way possible. And then what Reiki does is Reiki automatically goes and finds the biggest obstacles that are holding us back from that, and it'll start to dissolve those. So we don't even have to know what the blockages exactly are, which is what I love about Reiki. We can just turn it loose, and it's incredibly effective anyway. Frank Wonder. Ooh, I love your name. Glad you're here. Welcome. Well, Frank, I think that sounds like a question that you're going to have to figure out on your own. I do love your name, though. All right, so let's wrap up the Reiki. And let's go into questions. It is question time. I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for questions. Once again, super chats are not required, but of course, always appreciated. If you feel like what I'm doing for you is of value. Okay, so the timer is set. It probably could really help him. How well does your grandpa hear to talk on the phone, Gabby? Frank Wonder, while you're here, I'm going to go ahead and give you a message from Spirit because I believe in unconditional love. And I know that you're here for a reason. You're here to be exposed to something that's going on this channel. Frank Wonder, what's Frank Wonder's message? What would you like Frank Wonder to know today? I want to know how your granddad, is it easy for him to communicate on the phone, or does he have trouble hearing on the phone? Let's see, Frank Wonder. Look at you, Frank. Okay, so Frank, you're starting off with the 5 of clubs, which tells me that you are in some type of competitive situation, which is causing you to be distracted about where you want to put your energy, where you would normally be focusing on something else. This competition or this competitive energy has you sort of pulling that focused energy into some other place that you normally wouldn't focus on, just to sort of prove something to them, basically. Next, what you have is the Judgment card coming up here, and this is telling me that it's time for you to really look at your priorities and make a decision here about what actually is best for you to be focusing on Should you be letting yourself get sucked into this competition? Should you be putting all your energy into this competition, or should you be focusing on whatever it was that you were so focused on before this competitive energy came in and started gnawing at you and dragging you into itself? And then the last thing that comes up is the moon card in reverse. And the moon card in reverse is just telling me that by you taking the time to really think about this and use your good judgment about this decision, you see the truth. You see the truth about this. It's not like you really need to get a reading for the answer of where your energy should be going. You know really exactly. And so it's just a matter of taking the time to think about it, because I feel like with this Five of Wands energy, you've just sort of sucked into this competition without really considering the ramifications of that. So this just basically says, sit back, think about this a little bit. The truth is yours already. You just haven't thought about it before, Mr. Frank Wonder. I hope that helps you, honey bunny. Okay, so message from Spirit for Gabby. Gabby, get a hold of me, and then let's talk about this situation. Go to my website in the description box below and get my phone number and just give me a call, honey bunny. If I don't answer right away, I'll call you back. I'm going to be working on videos later on today, so if you call and I don't pick up, just know I will call you back. Let's see. Message from Spirit for Gabby. La da 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 da. What's going on here? Okay. Nine of Clubs, you're getting prepared mentally and emotionally for something. I think this actually has to do with probably what you said about your grandfather, but might be something else. So you may want to keep your mind open, but that's kind of where I'm headed with this. I feel like you're getting prepared mentally and emotionally for what's coming up with your grandfather, because we all know chemo is not easy. Even if you're doing the oral at home, it's still not easy. Knight of Clubs in reverse is telling me that you feel like you don't really have any ideas about how to help or what to do to help your grandfather. Okay. And the Ace of Clubs in reverse is just the idea that you're not really liking this feeling of helplessness as he goes through this. Okay. So that's what we've got coming up there. I guess this message basically is that's kind of normal and that's okay. The only thing is that I can see that you obviously do have ideas, but it looks to me like if you're having ideas but you're feeling so helpless, it may be that you're feeling really helpless about what you can do for him, really, like what he's going to allow. So, yeah, I'm just going to say again, give me a call. Let's talk about this situation. I think I may have some ideas there. Okay. Let's see. And that was our timer. There's Google for that, she says. 7th house. My timer's gone off, so normally I don't answer questions after that, but because you have answered some questions for me before, I'm going to go ahead and answer a question for you too here. Okay, so I'm going to assume that you have a very specific narcissist in mind. And I am going to ask Spirit for best advice for what you should do with this situation with that particular person that you have on your mind. Okay, best advice for Emily. Alrighty. Ooh, Emily. 7 of Cups. Best advice here is start daydreaming about how great life could be and the different ways that you could improve your life situation in general, okay? This is not even about your narcissistic person. This is just in general. That is going to lead you to strengthening your position in life, basically to doing some of those things that could improve your life and to make you feel happier, which makes you feel better about yourself, thus the Strength card. And the last bit of advice is don't do readings for this person. Don't do readings for this person. Also, I'm hearing don't do readings about this person anymore. All right. I think you and I have talked before about when you read about a narcissist, the rules are a little bit different because of their energy and how they perceive things in their life. So not only do you have to know exactly what you're doing when you read for a narcissist, because there are special ways to handle that, but also if you're close to that person, narcissist or otherwise, it's really hard for you to be objective. So don't try to read about this person anymore. Just go with whatever you feel about them or what you know about them already, because a reading for you is just going to cause confusion. It's not going to be objective. And also, like I said, don't read for this person. And that's a little bit of a different type of message or a different type of energy. It just basically is saying that because this person is not going to value those readings, Sacred Spirit is asking you not to read for this person because they want to hear what they want to hear no matter what. And so if you read for them and give them an accurate, clear reading and it's not what they want to hear, they're not going to pay any attention anyway. Okay? Very cool. Very cool. Well, that means you're on the right track then, Miss Emily. Oh, there's Nikki. Hello, hello. Glad to see you, honey bunny. I just finished up the last question here today, but I'm so glad that you came in here. I hope you're soaking up some good energy. Excellent, Gabby. I'll be looking forward to it. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Quite welcome, 7th house. All right, guys, it's time for me to take off and see what other kind of stuff I can stir up for the day. Everybody, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the thumbs ups and for sharing this video with other people who may find it helpful, especially the Reiki. And then, of course, also thank you to those of you who are ordering private readings and private Reiki sessions from me. It is because of all of your support that I'm able to do what I love to do for my living. Everybody have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all back on the next video. Peace out. Hi, Gracie. Sorry, honey. See you next time.